up. All right, rounds of thunderstorms too. So we'll start off with what's happening at home and the threat for severe weather. We saw storms break out in the plains, including in Sinclair, Wyoming, with wild winds blowing rain too. That's happening with these storms that are ongoing this morning right here into the plains. So here's a look at Nebraska. This is one of the most active areas right now. Also extends down into Kansas. Severe thunderstorm warning for this portion of the line of thunderstorms. The line itself moving east at about 30 miles per hour. There may be winds in excess of 60 or 65 miles per hour within this, and very heavy rain too, and that extends after the worst of the weather goes on through in terms of the winds. So Center, Plainville, Smith Center, you're all under a severe thunderstorm warning. Then we go back up a little farther north where the worst of the windy conditions is through, but the rain is hanging on and it is very heavy. A flash flood warning in effect for Arnold, Broken Bow, and Delight until 6:45 local time. And you can see how this rain just it's not going anywhere. It's not moving out. It's not dissipating. It's very slow to do anything. And so that's going to be a concern with inches of rain there. And then we go out to Omaha, where we're just watching the sky out here. You're seeing the lightning in the distance and you're thinking, when are our storms going to move in? Well, we're in the red zone today and we'll get storms in the first part of the day. Minneapolis as well. Kansas City, the risk for thunderstorms. We're in that warm sector today across this area. So thunderstorms will be firing up. Some will bring the risk of damaging winds. There'll be supercell-like thunderstorms that could produce hail, and there is going to be an isolated tornado risk as well. It's a medium risk of hail and damaging winds for today. Very low risk of tornado, but not non-zero. All right, here's the forecast radar. As we take you through today, storms getting in through Nebraska, clearing out by lunchtime, so you guys are doing better. But then we've got thunderstorms firing up in that warm sector and on the warm front as it waves up into Wisconsin, into northern Illinois. That comes in this evening in Chicago. That's going to be your first round heading your way. Kansas City, we start off with the look at your forecast. The morning looking okay. Thunderstorms rolling in through the afternoon. Even lunchtime, we could see a couple coming in, the bigger ones, with ahead of the cold front coming in about 8, 9 o'clock. You out to that forecast today across the south. Plenty of moisture still. So, you know, in Louisiana yesterday, we had some big rain-making thunderstorms too, and you saw that in that storm right over Lake Pontchartrain. We're going to see more of that today, especially into Mississippi. We'll watch for this area of high pressure to keep on sliding east. And as it does, it helps bring up the southerly winds, helps to focus where we see showers and storms a little bit more. Nothing is changing, though, in the southeast. It's not like we're getting a disturbance in here. We just have a really humid atmosphere, and we're going to be looking for the chance for storms. Now, by later this week, we do get our next boundary, the same one that's coming through the upper Midwest. This comes into the south, and you know what it does? It sticks around. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go through, and it just focuses showers and possible thunderstorms into the weekend. For today, we have a couple of showers popping early in the day, a few more into the afternoon. Daytime heating will feed into this. Not everyone gets a thunderstorm, but, you know, think in Mississippi, a little more focused today. Tomorrow, we'll keep an eye up into Tennessee because now we've got that front that's sinking in, and that's going to help bring up the moisture and bring in the thunderstorms. By Friday, we'll see a focus on the Carolinas for the risk of severe storms, again, as that front tracks east. But through the entire southeast, you at least have a chance of thunderstorms. It's, you know, it's certainly not an 80% kind of chance, but it's a chance that every day you've got the chance of storms. Today, the better chance for you in New Orleans, and then we get a break on Thursday. Friday, still a chance into Saturday. Sunday, a more focused area of thunderstorms coming back into the picture here with temperatures in the mid-80s. All right, let's go coast to coast right now with your Wednesday morning weather headlines. The South, this weekend is going to be all about getting in place for the eclipse. Maybe you're going to Nashville. I'll be there. Can't wait. Let's look at the weather coming in. We are going to find thunderstorms today with our next storm system. This one is bringing severe weather right now to Nebraska. So this is on the move, and it brings storms to Chicago by tonight, continuing to push east tomorrow. Indianapolis, Toledo, Cleveland tomorrow into Friday. By Friday, it's the northeast that gets the front and gets us severe weather. There is another system behind it that will bring a couple of showers. We'll see that on Friday right across portions of the Midwest. The southeast, we never really get to shake the front completely. It sinks a little farther into the south as we get through the weekend. Looking good this weekend in Nashville. I have to say, I'm watching your forecast closely. I think you're anything outside. If you're doing any boating, enjoying the weather, temperatures should be warm, and we should be looking at mainly dry conditions there. Southeastern states in the deep south, I think, is the best chance of seeing a couple of scattered showers. Now, GERT is strengthening in the Atlantic this morning, brushing the East Coast with threat. All right, well, let's talk sunrise, and a sunrise can't get any more beautiful than this. Carol Bauer, your view of the sun rising in Graceville, Minnesota is just amazing. What a great picture. And we've had some great pictures coming out of your neck of the woods lately. All right, so today we're going to have some storms out in the distance and eventually moving in. So we'll see what your sunrise looks like. We do have a pretty good looking forecast for color in your sunrise in places like Houston and New Orleans and Birmingham. I think up in lower Michigan. Take the boat out this morning. Enjoy your sunrise. It should be a great, beautiful, colorful one out there based on the sunrise. Summer soaker today in the south. Every day there's one area that sets up. I think today Mississippi, we're more in place with the deeper moisture, but everyone has a chance of rain. We've got a just widespread humid atmosphere across the southeast, nothing to steer these thunderstorms along. So basically they develop and then they just kind of die out themselves. The updraft and the downdraft form in the same area. So it's not that they're that long lived, but there's nothing to move them along. So you get stuck under a downpour. By the end of the week, we will have a front that comes in, focuses a little more of the showers and thunderstorms. Great news up into Tennessee. That should help clear out the atmosphere a little bit, getting into next week's total solar eclipse on Monday. So I'm very optimistic about this forecast. But let's look at the short term. Not as optimistic about getting a completely dry day, although you're not guaranteed to get showers either. I mean, look in Atlanta area, Birmingham, same boat. There will be scattered showers, but not many in the area today. Tomorrow's forecast, very similar, except now we've got our front making its way right up here heading into the Ohio Valley, dropping into the Tennessee Valley, and that will help focus some thunderstorms, perhaps strong to severe, maybe even into Nashville. Friday's forecast, the front heading all the way to the mid-Atlantic. So for the rest of the southeast, as this front sinks in, becomes stationary, it will be a reason for more scattered showers and storms right into your Friday. Let's go coast to coast right now with your Wednesday weather headlines.